Hey guys! I hope you're having a good day. Thank you for tuning into my channel. I'm gonna be playing, or also teaching you guys how to play The Only Exception by Paramore. So if you grew up with Paramore, awesome, so did I. Love Hayley Williams, like, just everything about her, like, first girl crush. Anyways, she's amazing. Let's get back to the chords in the tabs. So basically, I'll link the chords that I use down below in the description so you can follow along. But it's pretty simple. It's just about 2, 3, 4. It's like 6 chords, mostly just 5. And in the tabs, you can also, or in the sheet or online sheet, you can transpose it. So we're using a capo today. Standard tuning, E-A-D-G-B-E. And I'm using my SG Muse Epiphone today. She's beautiful, like, and she sounds so beautiful. Yeah, so I'm really excited to use her. And I think I have some reverb on, but do I want to use? Nah. Okay. Let's see. Oh, that was the lo-fi version. Well, the lo-fi version of The Only Exception. Ha ha ha. But yeah, no. So yeah, we're gonna play The Only Exception. You can use an acoustic guitar. I think it sounds really good on the acoustic too, but I just really want to play it on her for today. Her name's Jade. And so let's get going. So right, 5 chords, standard tuning, capo on the 4th fret for today's video. You can also switch it to the 2nd fret. It's going to be the same exact strumming pattern, just different chords. On the 2nd fret, I think it's a little bit harder just because the chords are so close together. Like it's an A and then an E, and it's just a lot, I guess, a little bit more difficult to I think it's easier to switch, but also, like, if you have bigger hands, it might be harder, or if you have smaller hands, you can, like, get confused. Anyways, the 2nd fret also works. You have a capo on the 2nd fret, and they're different chords, but they're still super simple. On the 2nd fret, the chords are, let's see, A major, E minor, D major, B minor, E, and G. And those are super simple, so you can also follow along with those however you like to hear it. But today we're going to just do 4th fret, and it's going to be the G major, the D minor, the D minor is that, yep, and the C major, and the A minor, and the D, and then I'm going to be teaching you guys an easy way to play the F major chord. So I know it's really hard to try to figure out how to bar the fretboard, but today, good thing we're doing this one because I'll be teaching you guys how to basically do a way easier F major chord, and hopefully you guys get it and can continue practicing it and then get the actual chord. But okay, let's get started. So G major, we're gonna be putting our fingers on the fretboard like this. So 1 on the A string, 2nd fret from the capo, 1 on the E string, 3rd fret from the capo, and a finger down on the last E string, 3rd fret from the capo, everything else open. So just 3 fingers down, everything else open. That's G, and then D minor. You're going to wrap a finger around the first 2 strings, E and A, and then you're going to have a finger on the last E string on the 1st fret, a finger on the G string 2nd fret, and a finger on the B string 3rd fret, and it's going to sound like this. And then C major, just going to shift it a little bit over, a finger on the 1st fret B string, a finger on the 2nd fret D string, and a finger on the 3rd fret A string, and then you mute the top E string and everything else open. That's C major. A minor, shifting a little bit here. So we're going to keep our finger on the 1st fret B string, and then move our 2 fingers up to E, A, D, to the D string, 2nd fret from the capo, and then G string, 2nd fret from the capo as well, everything else open, and muting the top E string. It's the only one that's muted, and everything else is open. That's A minor. major is just gonna have a finger, 3 fingers down. So you're gonna also be muting the first top 2 strings, E and A. And then you have a finger on the 3rd fret, B string from the 3rd fret from the capo. A finger on the last E string, 2nd fret from the capo, and a finger on G string, 2nd fret from the capo. Everything else open. It's D. And then here's the easy F major chord. So we're gonna be putting a finger down on the first. It's not actually written in the tabs, so here you're just gonna have to trust me and follow along. And you can also look it up. And I'll link that that easy F chord underneath in the description. So here we're gonna be putting a finger down on the B string, 1st fret, G string, 2nd fret from the capo, and then 2 fingers down on the A string and the D string. So make sure to, like, if you have smaller hands, just like make sure that your hand wraps around the neck of the guitar, and then so you like have more space to curl your fingers around to get to the strings, the last 2 strings. And then and then mute the E string and mute the last E string. And the way you can mute the last E string is basically when you already have your fingers like wrapped around like this, it sort of already mutes that E string, so that's pretty easy for you. You don't have to like move other fingers to get out of the way. Or you can lower maybe your first finger a little bit so that it mutes that last E chord, and then make sure that the top finger is wrapped around, so it just mutes that top E. And it sounds like, let me just make sure if you like, an easy way to figure out that you're playing the right chords is just strum each individual string, and then make sure that it sounds like it makes a sound, and then that's where you're getting the actual chord. So right, yep, unless you're muted, so that's your F, the easy F. There we go. So let's get started with the song. The strumming pattern is basically the same thing throughout the whole song. It's gonna be like so it's a lot of down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, and then switching to the next one. So this, yeah, we're doing like the G major a little bit longer than the D minor and the C. So it goes, so that's down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, and then you can switch to the D minor, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, and then C major, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, and then again, down, down, up, down, 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 and then D minor, down, 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 down. So that's like down, down, up, down, up. So that's basically, like, I would say like around the basic strumming pattern is like 5 chords. I mean 5 strums. It's just down, down, up, down, so down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, up, down. So yeah. So it's down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. Yeah, so it's usually just down, down, up, down, and then again down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, down. So and I 4 times, that like down, up, down, up, down, and then switching to the D minor and maybe doing that twice. And then on the up strum, I think it sounds better if you're always switching chords on the up strum. And then C major, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. So like the D minor and the C major always having like around, like you're doing that 5 strumming pattern maybe like twice, or like a little bit longer or shorter depending on how you want to end it, like on the down strum or on the up strum. But I like it on the, if you end it on the up strum and then move it to a different chord. So that's how the strumming pattern goes for the whole song. The intro is just G, D minor, C, and then G, and then repeat D minor and C. And so that goes like this. And it's gonna have that same, like the G's a little bit longer, and then the D's and the C's. So it's and then so there I want to end it on that up strum, on that last up strum, instead of going back down and ending it on like the 5 strum pattern. I would end it on like the 4 strum pattern, so down, down, up, and then move it over that last part, that when you're doing that last like strumming pattern for the G. So we're doing like 4 or 5 down, up, ups, and then on the third, and down, up, and then switch it. So now we're at C major, and I think doing the 5 strumming pattern maybe twice. So D major, or D minor. Right, so we did that 5 strumming pattern twice, except we also ended on the up strum. So that's just 4 down, up, down, up. So it would be, and then C major, and the C major same strumming pattern as the D minor. So 5 and then 4. So 5. So it's down, up, down, up, down, up, and then move it to the next chord. So C, down, up, down, and then G. So. Oh, C major, sorry. Yeah, so it goes from G to D minor to C to G, and then D minor to C. So all together, it's gonna be like this. And then we go to G. The verse 1 starts at G major. And when I was younger, I saw. So it's going to have the exact same strumming pattern, more strummings on the G than the D and the C, and then keep going all the way throughout the verse. So I'll tell you when we're switching. So we start at G. When I was younger, I saw my daddy cry and curse at the wind. His own heart, and I watched as he tried to reassemble it. And my mama swore that she would never let herself forget. And that was the day that I promised I'd never sing of love if it does not exist, but darling. So yeah, at G, when I was younger, I saw my daddy D minor cry and curse at the wind, C major. And then again, he broke at G major his own heart, and I watched, and then D minor as he tried to then D minor, to reassemble it. After it, you switched right into the C major chord. And then end my G major at my mama swore that she would never let G minor herself forget, C major. the chorus. Same exact strumming pattern. Yeah, so more on the G and then less on the D minor and the C major strummings, but that's how it goes. So like around, you want to do that 5 strumming pattern, maybe 4 times for the G, and then maybe twice for the D minor and the C, and then ending on that up strum when we switch to the different chords. So yeah, let's get going. So it's you are the only exception. Switch to D minor. You are the C major, only exception. Now I'm gonna go for that last part of the chorus, just run it through. So it's just G major at you are the only exception, and then at the second only exception it goes from D minor to C and then G. So it goes, just gonna run through it. You are the only exception. You are the only exception. And here it ends on G, on that last part, on the last sentence of the chorus. And then it goes into verse 2, and same exact strumming pattern, different words, and they're going from G to D minor to C, and then all over again, G to D minor, and then C. So here it goes to G. Maybe I know somewhere deep in my soul that love never lasts. And then again, G, D minor, and then C, and G minor. We've got to find other ways to make it alone, or keep a straight face. And I've always lived like this, keeping a comfortable distance. So we're going from, again, G to D minor to C. And so G, I've always lived like this, and then at comfortable D minor, comfortable, and then switch to C major before distance, like a second split before distance, distance, or you can just do it right at distance. So keeping a comfortable distance, and up until now I have sworn to myself that I'm content with loneliness, because none of it was ever worth the risk. So there you can kind of improv, still that same like down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down strumming pattern. You can just like do it a little bit slower at some of the down strums, just to give effect, because you know that's the bridge part. Yeah. So that's, if you follow along, that's, the G, D minor, C, and then keep playing the C, C major chord with the bridge, because none of it was ever worth the risk. And then the chorus, same exact strumming pattern as the previous chorus, and same chords, so I'm just going to run through it. Here. Well, you are the only exception. 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 So yeah, you sing that last part a little bit differently. It's like a little bit, I guess, from the heart. Not only the heart, but like, like certain words are pronounced more. And then it goes into the break. So here we're just going to do the A minor, and we're going to do that. The A minor part, like, really fast, or just like at a higher tempo to match with the way the song is playing it, and then the G and the D minor the same way, and then again the A minor like at a faster tempo, and then again the G and the D. So it's gonna be like we end on D minor instead of on D major instead of D minor. So you can either do the same strumming pattern for the A minor. You don't have to go a little bit faster. You can either do down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, maybe like 10 times. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then switch to G, the G major, and then the D minor. So here you're doing like the same amount of strummings for each chord, for the A minor, the G, and then the D minor, and then again the A minor, and then you can do. But here on the break, I would end the chords, like moving from chord to chord, I would end it on the down strum. Because it sounds more like the song, or just for the effect. Yeah, so that's how you play the break, and then you end on the D. And towards the end of the D, maybe like the last 2 strums, you go, I've gotta. And then again, so yeah, so the only thing that's different that you can change up with this, the same strumming pattern, down, up, down, up. So. So the strumming pattern here, you can keep it the same strumming pattern, but I think it sounds best if you're just doing down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, and then switching to like whatever chord. Down, 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 down. Yeah, I like it best if we're just doing that down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, strumming pattern for the break. And you're doing that for each chord, like about 10 strums, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. And then switching to the G major, or that was the G major, and then switching to the D minor. So we start on the A minor, then switch to the G, then to the D, then to the A, then to the G, and then finally to the D. And that same strumming pattern, down, up, down, up. And you keep that throughout the break. And so after D, I've got it, then A minor, tight grip on reality, but I can't let go of what's in front of me here. So here we can switch more to the, I would say that 5 strumming pattern, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, if you like. Of course, it's all up to your ear, and you're kind of improvising, but yeah, that's how you play that part of the break. So then, same here. I know you're leaving in the morning when you wake up. Leave me with some kind of proof it's not a dream. But I would keep ending on the down strum for that last, so the C major, and so then I would do that down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, for the first part of the break from the A minor to that, for the first D, and then before you start singing, sorry, my cat, May, yeah, she's fine, and then before you start singing, or like as soon as you switch to that A minor, I've got a tight A minor, then I would consider like switching up the tempo and the strumming pattern to that down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, and then do that for the rest of the break, and then it's like switching on with to the different chord on the down or up, however you like it, and then we get to the chorus, and the chorus is the same thing as we did before, and then the outro is the same until the last part is a little different. So yeah, let me play the break all the way through so you guys kind of understand how it goes. So A minor, that's how that goes, the break. So you can either do down, up, down, up, down, up, down, or down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, and then keep going until each chord. And then it goes, and I've got a tight grip on reality, but I can't let go of what's in front of me here. I know you're leaving in the morning when you wake up. Leave me with some kind of proof it's not a dream. Whoa. And then G major. You are the only exception. 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 And then again, all the way, outro. You are the only exception. 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 And here we're doing that easy F major chord. So it's going to be like this. And I'm on my way to believing. And then repeat again. Oh, and F major. Oh, sorry. 2 down. I'm on my way to believing. And you end on like a down strum for G. Yeah, so the only tricky part I think would be like figuring out what kind of strumming pattern you like for the first part of the break, to get like the depth of the A minor in there, and then the outro, that's switching from the F major chord to the C major and then to the G major, and then you do that again, same strumming pattern, that down, up, down, up, down, up, so the 5 strumming pattern, down, down, up, down, up, down, and then yeah, moving on the up strum for the last part of the strumming when you're switching to the different chords. And then the G's usually play longer than the D minor and the C. But for the F, the C, and the G, the last part of the outro, when you're playing the F major to C to G, all the strumming pattern is the same, so you're strumming the same amounts on F, and then on C, and then and then G, and then yeah, repeat. So that's how you play this song. I really hope it helped you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoy. Take care. Oh, subscribe if you like this video. Help me grow my channel. Thank you guys. Take care.